Shove over, Claw. Drow coming through.
Thank you. Okay, well, before we continue, let's actually backtrack a little bit. Let's go to the Blighted. Well, actually, let's go to camp and do long rests. I don't think anyone wants to talk, right?
Hey, soldier.
Oh, Gale needs to do the feeding thing. But we'll do that after the end of the day. So I'm actually going to go with no. I just realized that there was something I wanted to do before I long rested. But what was it? Well, first, let's go and level everybody up. I was actually thinking about changing my classes around a little bit. Mainly making Will into a, I don't know, something else. Part of me actually wants to pick up Dancing Lights, but I think I already have access to that. What are my current spells again? Scorching Ray, Magic Missile, Shield, Witch Bolt. I'm actually thinking Enhance Ability. Or Image would be really good, but I'd really prefer if I could find scrolls for that. Enhance Ability. I don't think there are scrolls for this. I'm going to make you Dual Wielder. Yes. I only say Enhance Ability because that is just such a versatile item to get, basically. It's incredible. I love using that specifically. Do I actually want to do level 4 Druid? Or do I want to start on... I think I want to actually start on Light Cleric. Cantrips. Okay, so here I'm going to take... What do I want to take here? Maybe Light, Toll of the Dead, and Sacred Flame? I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to do Light Domain, because I prefer Light Domain. Abilities. Okay. I can't really change that to anything good, so I'm not going to mess with that. And here, I think I'm going to do Sanctuary, Bless, Heal, and Create and Destroy Water. I should swap these really... No, actually that's fine. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for that. If only because I want to get... I want to get to level 5 Light Cleric as soon as possible. And while yes, Druid does have some really good features, and yes, I am going to lose a feat taking 2 levels in Star Druid, Circle of Star Druid actually makes up for the feat that I lose, because I'd be taking something like Resilience, Constitution, or whatever. So I don't really lose out on a feat because it's a feature of the Star Druid. So yeah, let's go with this. And while Fairy Fire is not my favorite spell, it does have some uses sometimes. Cantrips. You are going to pick up... I think I'll get Dancing Lights on Karlach. You're not going to be using Scorching Ray. I'm not sure if Shadow is all that great to use, but I do feel like Mirror Image would be really good. Your feat is going to be Dual Wielder. Pretty much everyone is going to take that because it just gives them more AC, which makes them harder to hit. If I get a good enough stack of Mirror Image scrolls, I'll probably replace that spell with something else. You are going to pick up... I feel like I should get Mage Hand. Because, I mean, Mage Hand has some value to it. Let's do that. You are going to now pick up what? Honestly, I kind of feel like getting Flare for you. The Cloak and Daggers would probably be pretty good too. Oh, Gust of Wind might actually be pretty solid. Invisibility is nice. I think I will quickly get a scroll for that though. Maybe Misty Step and maybe Find Familiar would be pretty good for that actually. Find Familiar. Drop Mage Armor and you will actually pick Misty Step. Our feat is going to be Dual Wielder as well, I think. Definitely not those. Skull Sniper, maybe? You could get Eldritch Blast. Huh. Ritual Caster. No thanks. Learn 2 things. No. Maybe Warlock? No. Elemental Adept? No. Honestly, I just think Dual Wielder is probably the best, only because it gives AC. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm going to... Well, I could do this. Is there anything that gives like 1 point of intelligence? Huh. Part of me actually kind of wants to go for Eldritch Blast. But I'm not sure if that's going to work very well because, well, yes, I will be able to use Eldritch Blast. I think the feature on Warlocks make it better. Huh. And part of me kind of wants to go for the ASI. It might actually be worth getting ASI for this. But at the same time, getting Dual Wielder. If only this was not just elemental, if I could actually be force, like skip force resistance. Honestly, I kind of feel like the two-handed weapon might be preferable, but I'm gonna start running out of two-handed weapons that will make this a lot more effective. So I think I'm gonna go for ASI. Yeah, let's do that for you. I can still pick up the other stuff later, but for right now, I think I'm going to go with ASI. Okay. There was something else I felt like I wanted to do. I should increase this. You change your hotbar around a little bit. Here. Actually, wait. Put you there. You go there. You there. Um, crap, she has so many spells. Just like, geez. Okay. That's a level 2 spell. I think this is level 1. It is those two there, put you there, you go there, and you stay there. I feel like doing it this way though. Let's do it this way. There we go. Okay, so do I need to change your hotbar around very much? Not too much, but a little bit. Pop those. Okay. We should wait. Wait, this one here. The level 2 spells, put you there. Actually, that is a little bit better. I think that way. I don't really ever use thaumaturgy, like ever. Maybe I should use it more often. Okay, I think that is good for now. I should leave it more like this, I think. Okay, so there was definitely something I felt like I should do. Go back to the Blended Village. Go over here. How close am I to leveling? I need about 4,000. Oh wait, Long Strider is gone for some people? Why?
What's cooking?
Ew, right. I still need to talk to them. Okay, let's do this first. Because what I'm thinking of doing is actually pissing everyone off. Probably shouldn't do that yet, actually. Okay, back to the Blended Village. Come over here.
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this? Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger, be you friend or food. The mark is her measure. Show is the brand of the absolute.
You're quite elegant for an ogre. Let's do this first. Deception. I'll do you one better. I'm one of the Absolute's chosen disciples. Does that drop anything? Hold on. Oh, I don't have an eagle spinner up? Okay, I'll use this. Use there.
Indeed. How regrettable that your meat must go unsavored. Food? Food. Not food. Friend,
You are quite the articulate ogre.
am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand, and you a delicacy. Were I so lucky?
Notice you don't bear a brand of your own.
I've no use for the absolute, or any god. I follow two masters only, gluttony and greed. The goblins understand my appetites. They sate my hunger for gold, and the rest sate my hunger for meat. Boss goblin give gold. We check brand. Good deal. No talk.
Forget goblins. You should be fighting for me.
I am, by all accounts, a student of higher commerce and extortion. Make me an offer. Tempt me.
Okay, first let's do trade. Purchase this here. Do I actually want this? I'll sell you these. Take this too. Okay, I'll sort through these. Don't care about that. Give you all of the junk. How much is that? 183. That looks good. Persuasion. I'll pay you in the flesh of the fallen. You'll have your fill. I think that was fine. Yeah, that's good. That was actually kind of a long roll.
A brilliant notion, and a boon to my aching belly. We have a deal, my tasty kibble. Take my bone horn. One blow, and the ground will quake with my family name. Use it when the need arises, and never a moment before. Ogre kill everyone around, then Ogre eats them. Well spoken, indeed. Ogre kill everyone around.
I've seen few other ogres in these parts.
We follow the sense of blood and gold to all lands fertile, friend. And this land proves particularly fruitful.
They've
We will keep close. When you are ready, sound the horn.
all right. Aww.
What's that?
The tiefling's corpse stirs with the spell. You realize the tiefling's body has been torn open by huge hands.
Really? I needed a perception check for seeing the obvious. What brought you to the village?
Strange warriors. Gold. Skin. Silver blades.
Where did you see those warriors?
Mountains. Road. Gate.
Anything of value you happen to have?
True sight. No coin.
Who did this to you?
Ogres. Hungry. Bloodied. Screams.
Where are you from?
Elturel. Zoru. Friend.
Leave. Oh. The Folly in the Fall. Though clearly old, the temple has managed to maintain its bold print over time. For one season only, you see the play that sent Elturel's Everlight Theater into chaos. The Sharp-Tongued Traveling Troupe presents The Folly in the Fall, a tragedy in 4 parts. Part 1 of Lost Netherrealm, the great wizarding empire in humanity's Age of Wonder. Part 2 of the great mage Karsus, his brief and terrible godhood, and the ruin he wrought. Part 3 of Netherrealm's Fall, 1,000 Years of Shade and Shard's Subversion. Part 4 of Netherrealm's Return and its shadow falling upon the land. Penned by the great bard Bragan Feg, The Folly in the Fall tells a true story of the flying Nethery city of Thul Tenthar and its dramatic return after 1,000 years in exile on Shar's Plane of Shadow. See the climactic battle above Myth Grenor, rendered in stunning detail thanks to the finest thaumaturges on the coast. Direct on your village green as a sharp-tongued traveling troupe makes its transit to Baldur's Gate. See it now, or face 1,000 years of sorrow. Ooh. Pick that up. Old school book.
Someone's diary. Might explain what happened here.
Okay, so old school book, I assume? Where is it? This one? The school's attendance log fills the ancient pages. As the pages and days progress, more and more people's names vanish from the entries. In urgent script, a note in the margin states that someone has to investigate what's become of the missing children and their families. Oh, that's intense.
Something over there.
Okay, pick this up. Oh yeah, don't I have that one amulet? Yes, the silver pendant will go to Karlach. No wait, let's give it to Will, since he doesn't have enhanceability. That way I can actually cast guidance and not have to break concentration with the other people who have enhanceability. Follow's Guide to Baldur's Gate. A poorly drawn map of a city is captured in flamboyant script. What follows is the most thorough and accurate account of the city and people of Baldur's Gate, the sordid gem of the Sword Coast. An editor's note in crimson ink follows. V. This volume is startlingly accurate, save for the nonsense about the Black Dragon Gate. It is not alive, no matter how many vagrant hags claim otherwise. Commission someone else to draw the map. E. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble saying startlingly. Ugh. Nothing there. Pick you up. Pick you up later. Check under this. Okay. You want to grab this? Huh. I wonder if I could actually take out this goblin. Not pissing anybody else off. I might be able to, but why risk it? Let's go here. Wait, let's go this way first.
At the ready.
So I'm gonna have to get more scrolls, actually. Let's use guidance and cat's grace. That doesn't break your concentration, right? Easy. How much inspiration do I have right now? 4. Alright. What's that? A pleasurable deal, a shocking truth. Below is a transcript of an interview with the writer and director of A Pleasurable Deal, Mr. Kingsley Harp. Interviewer. What was the inspiration behind this, if I may be so bold, entirely nude piece of drama? Harp. It's about exploring the taboo, seeing who we as people really are. Yes, Robert makes a deal with a Cambion, but who wouldn't? Interviewer. Well, I like to think most people wouldn't. Harp. Then you don't know most people. Everyone wants something. Everyone needs something. Cambions can see it in a way they know us better than we know ourselves. Interviewer. But at the end of the play, Robert dies horribly. What does that say about what we, as you put it, need? Harp. You forget. Robert dies because he broke away from Carl. He didn't stay true to the deal they made. Interviewer. So you're encouraging people to make a pact with Hell's offspring to give up, as Robert did, his soul? Harp. We only have one life. Why not make the most of it? Interviewer. So, what was your deal? Harp. I beg your pardon? Interviewer. In fact, this was your directorial debut, wasn't it? You couldn't even get published in the tabloid Baldur's Bash before this play came out. Did you honestly trade your soul for an erotic play? Harp. Alright, we're done here. I feel like him ending the interview like that is more telling than anything else that was said. Alright, there are often lockpicks in here, so I want to check fairly thoroughly, even though I have a couple. Might have gotten a few from messing with merchants yesterday.
What's on your mind?
Nothing. Nothing much. So I plan to stick with Tav and Shadowheart all the way through because that's who I'm romancing in this playthrough. I might do another playthrough if this turns out well or horribly. Whichever. I'll take those. I guess I don't have to loot as thoroughly since I have a ton of lockpicks already. But I'm kind of really neurotic about looting a bunch of stuff. Being kind of thorough sometimes. Also because I'm hoping that I might find something worth picking up. There we go. So 17 AC. My party is going to look really stupid. Because almost everyone is going to have 2 freaking saves.
Trap.
Disarm. Guidance. Gonna skip that. Said it before, I don't want to watch that every time because it's going to happen a lot. I'll try never to skip dialogue stuff. It's just because I have to open so many chests throughout the game. It's just not worth having to watch it every single time.
Infernal metal. That's what my engine's made of. Hang on to that.
Oops. Don't climb up here. I forgot. Okay. Well, let's make this where I can't climb. Or get down, rather. There we go. That's why it separated the team in the first place. So, that. I mean, free lockpicks are still free lockpicks, so worth getting.
Glad that caught my eye.
There we go. Check you out later. Okay, so we're pretty much done here. Okay, done with that. Okay, let's grab all of these. Apothecary's Ledger. The ledger is filled with cultivation instructions for a range of medicinal plants. One entry is underlined: deliver specially requested plants to the cellar. Keep away from prying
It
eyes.
says there's a cellar here somewhere.
I don't see one.
I do. It's right there.
Bet that'll fit in my pack.
Bunch of crafting ingredients, which is awesome. Wait, this first.
Garbage.
Okay, grab this. Household prayer. Nope, that's not where I want to go. There we go. Kind of hoping for more ingredients, actually. Not really any scrolls, but I was kind of hoping for ingredients. Thing here. Nope. Nice. Not a lot of experience, but every little bit helps. Okay, for now, let's go and take this off. Okay. Let's do alchemy stuff. Okay. So can I make... Ooh, how many of these can I make? One. I should do that really quick. Wait. 2 of these. Ooh. I could make a bloodlust elixir, which might be good to have. Let's go and do that. There we go. Alright, and swap some stuff here. Just keep it that way. Anything in here? Not really. I mean, there is stuff in there, but, you know. That. Belladonna. Ooh, nice. An old speaking potion. I love those. Potion of healing recipe. Okay. Not gonna read that. Healer's log. Patient, Samson. Occupation, blacksmith. Melody, gout. Comments. Samson's become accustomed to the good life since he acquired that new apprentice. They gave him a tincture of autumn crocus and told him to avoid red meat and ale. Patient, Branley. Occupation, Cooper. Malady, large wood splinter in hand. Comments. Splinter removed, wound cleaned, doused in balsam ointment, and bandaged. Patient, Timic. Occupation, none. Child. Malady, swallowed bottle cork. Comments. No harness or blockage in stomach. The cork should pass without causing harm. I gave the lad a stern warning. Patient, Dida. Occupation, apprentice blacksmith. Malady, minor burns to face and hands. Comments. Another burn for Samson's eager young apprentice. The usual treatment was applied, but I urged her to slow her pace at work before she inflicts real harm on herself. Ooh. Alright, let's go and grab that.
That's curious.
Okay, let's grab this here. That. Okay, so Poo Scraper, the Nut Buster. Let's go and send these to camp. Also that chest. Oh, never read this. Highcliff's Blueprints. Precise arcs and neatly drawn lines form the blueprints of 3 weapons, a greatsword, a sickle, and a dagger. Each length and angle is marked with exact measurements, and forging instructions are printed carefully along the bottom of the page, emphasizing an unusual ingredient, Susa bark. The Susa bark can only be applied to an ordinary unmodified blade.
Weapon blueprints. They call for Susa bark. If only I knew where to find some.
Aw. Okay, let's grab the scroll. Okay, organize. Which was a pushing bag? Okay, this is the scroll bag. Not that. There we go. Sort. I should probably give this to Warlock. No, Will. I should give this to Will. Because he needs to be able to learn scrolls and stuff. Let's go and scroll of Summon Quasit. Do that. Here.